Hi friends, welcome to today's class. Before we begin, I just want to let you know that we will be using a strap. So if you have one, please go ahead and grab it. If not, you can use an exercise band, you could use a blanket, you can use an old long sleeve t-shirt. Just find something that will make it easily accessible to bring your foot a little bit closer to your body, okay? So go ahead and grab those right now, and then we're going to get started on our backs today. Make our way down however is most comfortable. Take a second, roll the shoulder blades underneath of the body. Let those arms fall open, palms face the sky. Legs can be long out on the mat or the knees can be bent. Let's close our eyes and just start to bring our attention to the breath. Bring our attention to the body. We're going to do a little visualization here. I know it might seem silly, it might feel a little silly, but I promise if we do it, you will notice a difference. So with our eyes closed, let's take a moment and just bring our attention to any thoughts that might be swirling around our head. Thoughts about what's happened so far today, what's going to happen, maybe what we need to do, what we haven't done yet. Take a second and visualize those thoughts as actual words swirling around in the brain. And then when we take a deep inhale, see the breath enter in through the nose, and then picture it as a big cloud that completely envelops all of those words circling around in our mind. And when we exhale, we're going to exhale through the mouth, a big exasperated sigh, visualizing that cloud of words completely escaping the body. We'll do that again, gathering up any straggling thoughts, any straggling words, with that cloud of breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Feel free to make this exhalation as exaggerated as we'd like to. Taking a couple more breaths if we need to get rid of any more words that might be hiding in the corners of the mind. Tricky little dust bunny thoughts hiding under the couch. Breathe deep, in through the nose and out through the mouth. When we're done, we'll return our breath to its normal cadence, its normal pace. Taking a second to go through our body scan, so just checking in at the crown of the head, moving down through the eyebrows, making sure we're not holding any tension in the face and the jaw. Moving our attention down to the shoulders, through to the fingertips. Softening down in through the belly, the hips, and down through the toes. And as always, when we're moving through our body scan, we're not only checking in to make sure we're softening, but checking in with any body parts to see if there's something we might need to take care of. Maybe we're a little sore, maybe we're a little stiff in some parts of the body. Being aware and honoring where we are today. Let's take those knees, we're going to hug them into our chest, maybe very gently rock side to side. Inhale here. On the exhale, maybe we round the nose up to the knee. Little tiny person ball. And then release back down. We're going to take that right knee, hug it in towards the chest, nice and tight. Extend the left leg long onto the mat. So straighten that leg, push out through the heel, flex the foot, and let the foot and the leg hover just above the mat, okay? So we're not resting it on the mat. Engage in through that belly. Inhale here, exhale. On the next inhale, let's switch. Lengthen the right leg and hug the left knee in tight. Again, push energy out through the sole of that right foot. Cycle a breath, inhale, and then exhale, switch. Inhale. And exhale, draw that left knee in, lengthen the right leg. And we're going to keep doing this with our own breath, trying to keep the small of the back pressing into the mat. Pulling that belly button towards the spine. Keep rotating. Lifting up slightly through that pelvic floor, just to engage the transverse abdominals. Nice slow movements. One more time either side, hugging that right knee in, pushing through the sole of the left foot, and then switching, hugging the left knee in, pushing through the sole of the right foot. Let's hug both knees in nice and tight, gently rock side to side. And then we're going to place the feet on the mat, knees point to the sky, palms face down, next to the hips. Roll those shoulder blades underneath the body again. Inhale here, exhale, push the hips up high. Keep the knees in line with the hip bones, so don't let them splay out. And in order to do this, we can focus on pressing in to the big toe of each foot. Inhale, slowly start to lower those hips back down. And then on the next exhale, once more, lift those hips up nice and high. The body weight presses into the soles of the feet and rolls into the shoulders, not the neck. Slowly rolling back down again. Inhale. Last time, exhale, push those hips nice and high. Maybe a little higher than we did before. Keep gripping in through the inner thigh to keep the knees in line with the hips. And inhale. Slowly lower back down. Very nice. Take those knees, hug them into the chest again. Release the left foot to the mat, knee is bent. The right ankle is going to cross over that left thigh, so we're sitting like a guy in a chair. Draw that left thigh in towards the chest, hug it in nice and tight. Maybe gently rock side to side, just slightly. Opening in through that right hip, nice and slow. And release that foot back down. Uncross the legs, opposite side. Left ankle crosses over top of the right thigh. Pull that right thigh in nice and tight. Gently rocking side to side. Awesome. Release the right leg, uncross the left ankle. Open the feet a little bit wider here. We're going to open the palms out to the sky and then just start to windshield wiper those knees side to side. So you're in control of this movement. You dictate how far the knees fall to the left or to the right. So if you notice that your spine is still pretty stiff, engage that belly to keep the knees from falling too far. If this feels like a really nice stretch on your back, feel free to let those knees drop just a little bit farther. And you'll notice the body might move up and down a little bit to accommodate the movement in the hips and in the spine. Do this one more time. And then bring those knees back up to center. We're going to make our way onto all fours, so however is most comfortable for you. If you'd like, you can cross the ankles, start to rock back and forth, get a nice little spine in the massage, and then roll forward to all fours. As always, stacking those joints. So the shoulders are over the wrists, the hips are over the knees. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. On the next inhale, let's take that right heel, lift it up towards the crown of the head. And then on the exhale, round the nose to the knee. Pull the belly button up towards the spine. Inhale, open up again. Roll the shoulders back, lift that heel. And exhale, push the mat away with the hands. Draw the nose to the knee. One more time, open up, lift. Exhale, curl under. Very nice. Lengthen that right leg. Dial the toes down towards the mat. And then extend that left arm out, spinal balance. We're just going to hold here. So if this is too much, we can always opt to drop the hand down and just focus on leveling the right hip out with the left. Keep pushing the mat away with the hands. Keep that heart in the chest nice and open. Release the left hand back down to the mat. Bend that knee again. And then let's make some big circles with that right knee. Moving in one direction, and then switch, opposite direction. Extend that leg out long. This time on the exhale, draw the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, lengthen that leg out. Exhale, draw the knee to the left elbow or towards the left elbow. Doesn't have to touch. Inhale, lengthen that leg. One more time either side. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Drop that knee down, hinge the hips back into extended child's pose. Reach the fingers to the top of the mat. Let the forehead release. Let that cervical spine relax. Head hangs heavy. Ideally, the forehead touches the mat, but if that's not accessible, we can always stack our fists. Let the forehead rest on top. Take a moment, check in with the body. Notice any differences without judgment. And then we'll extend the fingertips back to the top of the mat. Inhale, let's lift up. Tuck the toes. Exhale, we'll find ourselves in down dog. Pedal the feet out. Wake up those hamstrings and the backs of the legs. Take the doggy for a walk. So alternate releasing one heel to the mat, bending the opposite knee, and switch. Very nice. Remember, if this is uncomfortable, we can always be on our knees, extending those hands out, getting a nice stretch in the hips and the back. Take another second, another breath. Very nice. Lengthen both legs, press both heels towards the mat. Draw the heart towards the thighs. Inhale, shift forward, drop those knees back down to the earth, all fours. Opposite side, inhale, left heel reaches up to the crown of the head. Exhale, round the knee to the nose. Inhale, open up. And exhale, curl under. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen that leg. Out long behind us, heel is in line with the tailbone. And dial the toes down towards the mat. That helps to level the hip out with the right. If we'd like, we can extend that right arm for spinal balance. Remember, the option is to keep that right hand on the floor. Keep pulling the belly button towards the spine. Keep pushing the mat away with that left hand. One more breath, and then drop that right hand. Bend the left knee, make big circles moving in one direction. And then switch. Awesome. Extend that leg out long behind us. Inhale, exhale, draw the knee to the left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Cross the center line of the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to left elbow last time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Lengthen that leg, then drop the knee, hinge back into extended child's pose one more time. Take a moment, find the breath. Extend those fingertips back to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up, tuck the toes, exhale, down dog. Pedal the feet out once more. Really press those heels towards the mat. Use the palms to press the heart towards the thighs. Extend both heels down. Big breath into the backs of the legs. And then we'll look to the top of the mat and start to walk our way into forward fold. So we can have a deep bend in the knees here if that feels better on the lower back. Otherwise, try to lengthen the legs, keeping the fingertips on the earth. Round the crown of the head towards the mat. Let everything in the upper body be heavy. And very subtly, shift the body weight towards the balls of the feet. So we don't see the heels lift up off of the mat, okay? We're not elevating those heels at all. We're just very gently shifting the body weight towards the balls of the feet, allowing the upper body to become heavier. Releasing through the spine. Let the shoulders drop down towards the ears. Maybe we'll nod our head yes. Maybe we'll shake our head no. Beautiful. Let's take our hands, bring them onto our shins. Inhale, peel up to a flat back. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, release and round down. Slow breath. Inhale, lift up and rise. So imagine your balloon filling up. Inhale, exhale, the balloon deflates, the body floats back down towards the thighs. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, rise, full breath, full movement. Exhale, release and lower. Last time, inhale. And exhale, round down. Let that upper body be heavy. We're gonna walk the feet in towards one another so the legs, the feet are all touching. Bend those knees, sit the hips back, and then scoop the arms up to Utkatasana, chair pose. So if this bums out our shoulders or our back, we can always have the hands at heart center. If we'd like that extra challenge, we extend the arms up, rotating the pinkies towards the center line of the body. Inhale, lift, lengthen that body, little tiny back bend. On the exhale, hands come to heart center. Draw that right elbow towards the left knee. Make sure that right knee doesn't shift forward. Both knees should be level with one another. Next inhale, sweep the fingertips up, lengthen the legs. Exhale, opposite side, left elbow towards right knee. Sit the hips back. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit down, twist to the left. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, sit down, twist to the right. Inhale, reach up. This time, exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the left leg back and anchor it for warrior 2. So the right heel is in line with the arch of the left foot. Spiral those hands up and sink down. So the hips, the shoulders all face the side mat, arms are open and extending out. We can see that big right toe inside of the knee. Keep breathing deep. Drop those shoulders away from the ears. Left hand at the base of the spine, right hand reaches up and over, reverse warrior. Keep sinking into that right knee. Don't lose that tension in the right thigh. Open the arms, stay here. Lengthen that right leg. We're going to move into triangle pose. So inhale, imagine shifting the fingertips and the arms along a tabletop, so all one plane. When our fingers reach the edge of the tabletop, we can't reach forward anymore. Then we round the hands down. The hands could be at the shin. If we have it available, we could drop it to the ankle, maybe on top of a block. We want to maintain this openness in the heart, this length in the spine, and we become two-dimensional. Imagine ourselves in between 2 panes of glass, trying not to lock out that right knee. Engage that right leg. Pull ourselves back up. Keep the right leg straight. Left hand at the base of the spine, right hand reaches up and over. Get a nice big stretch in the right side of the body. Open the arms back up. Turn the toes to face the side of the mat. Open at about a 45-degree angle, so you might need to adjust your distance of your feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink down, so there's a plumb line right from the crown of the head all the way out through the tailbone. We're not leaning forward, we're not rounding the spine. Sink down into a straight line. Open those knees nice and wide. Arms out at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink down. One more time. Inhale, rise. And exhale, sink. Hold here. Forefinger to thumb. Open those palms to the sky. Keep the heart open. Lengthen those legs. Hands to the hips. We're going to turn and face the top of the mat. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, round down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the right leg back and anchor it for warrior 2. Left heel is in line with the arch of the right foot. Spiral those hands up and open. Surf your yoga mat. So remember, the transitions that I offer to each pose, in and out of each pose, purely a suggestion. You can decide whether or not you take it that route or if you choose your own path, right? Completely up to you. Right hand at the base of the spine, left hand reaches up and over, reverse warrior. Keep that left knee open, keep sinking down into that leg. Grip down through the outer edge of the right foot. Open those arms back up. Moving into triangle, lengthen the left leg. Inhale, shift the fingertips and the arms across that table. Push the right hip back, and then on the exhale, round the fingertips down to wherever is accessible for us at this moment. Draw that left kneecap up towards the hip to engage the quad. Pull ourselves back up to standing. Once again, right hand at the base of the spine, left hand scoops up and over. Variation of reverse warrior. Open those arms back up. Move those toes to face the side of the mat. Bring those feet in. Toes are at about a 45-degree angle. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Forefinger to thumb. Open the palms to the sky. Keep that chest open. And lift back up. We'll make our way back to the top of the mat once more. Inhale, sweep the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Open those feet, hip width apart. Take a bend in the knees, opposite hand to opposite elbow. Upper body is heavy, ragdoll pose. Just gently sway side to side. Release the lower back, the hips, the backs of the thighs. And drop the hands back down. Very nice. Step the legs back to plank and then lift the hips up to down dog. Pedal the feet out and then drop the knees. Hinge back, extended child's pose. Take a few breaths here. And then slowly we're going to lift up. We're going to make our way onto our backs, making sure we have our strap nearby to open up those hips. Knees point to the sky. Round through the spine. Tuck the tailbone under. Slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time. We're going to grab that strap, or whatever we're using as a strap. Bend the right knee and place the strap within the sole of the right foot. Lengthen that right leg up to the sky. Extend the left leg out onto the mat. But keep that left ankle flexed, okay? So we're still pushing energy out through that left foot. This is not a passive leg. Left hand can be right on top of that left hip. Push the sole of the right foot into the sky. Draw that strap closer towards the face. We'll take the strap in the right hand and slowly start to open that leg out to the right. So keep the left hand on top of that left hip. We want to keep the hip from lifting. So if it starts to lift up, it means that this right leg is opening too far and that we're not loose enough in that thigh yet. So we stop opening. Keep pulling that toe up towards the face. Keep opening in through that thigh. Breathe deep. And here, if we're still pushing out through the sole of that left foot, we might feel a nice stretch in the left hip. Bring that foot back up to center. Give it one more little tug, open the back of the thigh into the glute. And then we're going to take the strap in the left hand and let that foot fall to the left. Okay, so this time we are going to get a twist in the spine. That right hip's going to lift up off of the mat, but we want to keep the right shoulder on the earth. Okay. So find your twist. Your twist might end here, okay? Every body is different. Everybody's level of flexibility is different, and everybody's body is made completely differently. We have to honor and respect where we are today, and that may not be the same as where we were yesterday or where we'll be tomorrow. We'll slowly start to bring that leg back up to center. Give one more little tug. And then bend that knee, release the strap. All right, opposite side, bend the left knee, lengthen that right leg out. Place the strap on the sole of the left foot, and then extend it up to the sky. Give a nice little tug. Try to push that femur into the hip. Again, we can have the right hand on the right hip. One more tug, and then we're going to take the strap in the left hand, start to open that leg out to the left. Again, stopping when that right hip starts to come up off of the mat. Opening the leg out to the left and simultaneously tugging that strap up towards the face. Should feel a deep stretch in that inner thigh. And again, if we're pushing through the sole of that right foot, might feel a stretch in the right hip. Drawing that foot back up to center, taking the strap this time in the right hand, and then getting our twist, let that foot fall to the right. Left shoulder stays on the mat, but the hip rotates as that leg falls. So here we should feel a stretch still in the back of the thigh, but also through the side of the leg up into the hip, into the glute. Bring that leg back up to center. Give one more little tug here. And then bend the knee, remove the strap. Take both of those legs, hug them in tight, rock side to side. And then let's release our feet to the mat. We're going to open the feet out to the edges of the mat, or wider than hip width, and then let the knees fall in towards the center line of the body. So you might be able to open those feet out wider and let the knees fall in. You might need to have the feet closer together. What we're looking for is a stretch in the sacrum. So that's right where that tailbone is. Breathe deep into that sacrum. Release any tension. And if this hurts our knees, again, we could walk the feet in closer to the center line of the body. Another deep breath. Open those knees. Walk the feet together, and then we're going to open up to Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining bound angle pose. So toe to toe, heel to heel, the soles of the feet touch. Let those knees fall open. One more nice deep breath here. And then we'll bring our knees back into center. Very slowly, we're going to work our way up to a comfortable seated position. Crisscross applesauce. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Inhale, fingertips and chin lift to the sky. Exhale, hands come back down to heart center. Take a moment, honor the place where your body is today. Notice any changes from the beginning of practice to where we are now. Appreciate the time you've given yourself and all the work you've done today. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Namaste.